correct individual that we're tracking, it appears he has a very extensive history, including a history of terrorist threats. Is that part of your, it's the same, I guess, Edward that was born in February 1985?
Okay, so to your first question, 3 gunshot wounds to the left arm is all we have. Absolutely amazing that that's all he sustained. I cannot explain how he escaped that, nothing short of miraculous, and we're thankful for that. As far as your second question, a lot of that will be determined from this investigation. We simply do not know a lot of this. They just got this statement this morning, and so it stands to reason that there's more unknown than known, and as we get it, we will make every attempt to let people know what's going on.
But you're saying he's 30 years old or 33 years old?
The police officer is 33 years old, I believe. Right.
He did have a fairly extensive criminal record. Is that?
He's got a criminal record. I mean, the extensive part is relative, I mean, to what we see from day to day.
I thought I had heard from our folks checking records that he was actually set to be sentenced on a case out of Media Borough Monday of next week. Do you know anything about that?
I do not at this time. We will find out all that.
Mr. Ross, do you have any idea how exactly he obtained this gun?
He obtained it? No, we do not know. We know it was stolen. How many hands it may have passed through in the last couple of years, I have no way of knowing. And he did not talk about that.
Was it reported stolen?
It absolutely was.
Can you talk about the circumstances surrounding with that?
All I can say is it was a theft, police officer's gun. It was reported, as was required, and sometimes things happen, and someone was disciplined for it. I will tell you honestly about that, as is our protocol. From the home, from his home.
Commissioner, what about protections for officers in situations like this? Was he wearing a bulletproof vest? The car any element of protection for an assault like this?
Well, I think, one, he had the grace of God, that's first and foremost. But, because I can't explain it based on my beliefs in any other way. But he had a will to live, as I mentioned before, which is equally big. But he had on his vest. But under those circumstances, man, I can't imagine that almost anything that you could have could protect you. That is chilling, absolutely chilling when you watch that. And if that doesn't just make the hairs on your neck just raise when you see that, it's scary. That's all I can say.
Is there any indication that he had any links to anybody else planning a terrorism plan?
No, we don't have that indication right now. I think he was savvy enough to stop just short of implicating himself in a conspiracy with anything. Even if one exists, we don't know right now. The detectives in question did a remarkable job in even getting that from him. He doesn't appear to be a stupid individual, just an extremely violent one, obviously, by his actions. And we're going to have to wait to see where the investigation takes us.
Do we know anything about his mental history?
No, we don't. Obviously, that was one of the first thoughts that we have. It's only natural to go there when you see someone do something so barbaric that, you know, what's wrong with them. And I never want to lay the foundation for excuses later in court, but you do have thoughts like that, but we have not determined it.
Just so we're very clear about this, because this is what, of course, everybody's talking about. You have no indication at this point that he's part of a larger organization, no real knowledge of whether he was radicalized as a separate individual, but he has specifically simply made the claim that he is doing this on behalf of Islam and the Islamic State. And beyond that, you don't know whether there's a connection of him being individually radicalized or just a guy who in his own mind said, I'm going to do this on behalf of this cause.
We do not. And I think that was part of his savviness, if you will, in stopping just short of implicating anyone else. And I say that, and I caution you to say that I don't know that there is or isn't, but he seemed to know how to navigate around just enough. And so I don't know whether that means it's because he knows not to do that or because he was just lucky. I really don't know. Well, it looked like it to me. I mean, in the manner that he did it, and it seemed he certainly was targeting police. It wasn't just targeting a motorist driving down the street. He knew who he was shooting at, and my God, I mean, the way he's got his arm inside that vehicle, I mean, he knew what he was doing. He was trying to assassinate this police officer.
And what is the condition of the suspect right now?
Well, he's actually been released, so, I mean, obviously he had him in our custody, so I guess he's okay for now.
Commissioner, the audio of the dispatcher was terrifying listening to the officer. How was that? Was he holding a button down while he was chasing this guy down? Did he roll down the window? Did he suspect anything was going to happen before the men started shooting, and then what was his condition? By the end of that audio, he sounds weak and in trouble. What is his condition?
Okay, unfortunately, I'm probably going to only be able to answer your last question. All the rest would be mere speculation on my part. I don't know exactly how he was keying his mic or anything like that. You can clearly see his left arm is immobilized, and at some point he's courageously firing back. So I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he escaped it, period. With regard to his condition at the time, he had to be very weak because he lost a significant amount of blood at that scene. And we all know what happens when that occurs. So, again, the whole culmination of things and everything involved in this is just, it's both confounding and astonishing.
Looks like we just lost that feed there from the Philadelphia Police Department, but a lot of information